Hey Park Hoppers, today we're here at Animal Kingdom testing out Lightning Lane to see if it's actually worth it or if this is the one park where you can save your money. Let's get into it. So I'm actually starting my day out a little late. It's already past noon. It's about 12:40-ish, and we're gonna waste no time. We're gonna head straight to Pandora to check off our first two Lightning Lanes, which is Navi River Journey, and then I've got the single Lightning Lane for Flight of Passage. I can already tell you straight away that having Lightning Lane for Flight of Passage and for Navi River Journey is already worth it, because the wait times for Navi River Journey are 40 minutes and Flight of Passage is 80 minutes. Technically, you have to buy a separate Lightning Lane for Flight of Passage because it's the top ride of this park, but it's worth it. And Navi River Journey is pretty popular. They've already sold out of Lightning Lanes for the day. They might drop a couple of more as the day goes on, but I've been checking pretty frequently and it doesn't look like they've dropped anything new. I know we are in a slight rush, but can't help but stop and just appreciate how beautiful the scenery is over here in Pandora. It looks like the wait time dropped for Navi River Journey to 35 minutes, which actually is not that bad. That is a wait time that I would stand in line for. Since I redeemed my Lightning Lane for Navi River Journey, I can go ahead and select the next Lightning Lane. I've already got Expedition Everest, and I've already got the Safari. And I'm not going to get on Collier River Rapids because it is 56 degrees outside right now, and I do not feel like getting wet. So let's do Festival of the Lion King. And it changed to 2:30 to 3:40. The show time starts at 3. All right, works for me. All right, and about 10 minutes later, we are off Navi River Journey and we're headed to Avatar Flight of Passage. It looks like the standby wait is 90 minutes. But of course, we bought a single pass Lightning Lane for, it was either $16 or $18, I can't remember. But I can already tell you right now, it's worth the price. This is one of the most amazing rides in the entire Disney World park, and it is worth the extra money to skip the line. Hello. Thank you. The queue for Flight of Passage on the standby side is actually pretty neat, which thankfully it is, because it's usually a very long wait. You have to have something to look at that's going to entertain you. On this side, it's still pretty, especially on the outside, and you kind of get to go into the spots that are cool. But the whole point of it is to skip the line so that you can ride faster, and that's what we're doing. Alrighty, we are done with Flight of Passage. As usual, the most amazing ride. I always get teary-eyed towards the end. It's just so phenomenal. Definitely worth the single pass Lightning Lane. And it is 1:43, so we're going to the next Lightning Lane, which is Kilimanjaro Safaris from 1:20 to 2:20. And on the way there, we're going to stop at Terra Treats because there is a new viral snack there. It is like a cookie dough brownie ice cream sandwich. We're going to see if they haven't sold out yet. I'm really excited to try that. The line for this cookie dough brownie ice cream sandwich is very long. I have never seen the line for Terra Treats this long before. We've got the viral cookie dough brownie ice cream sandwich. I'm going to read this off to you. It is a brownie layered with vanilla ice cream topped with chocolate chips and edible cookie dough. Let's give it a shot. I don't mean to be dramatic, but this is the best ice cream sandwich I've ever had. It's big enough that you can share it, but you may not want to. You may not want to share it. And the price, $8.83. I didn't ask if there was a pass holder discount, so I'm not quite sure about that. $8.83. It is delicious. I give this a 5 out of 5. no hesitation, 5 out of 5. So good. Now we are headed to Kilimanjaro Safari for our next lightning lane. Looks like the standby entrance is only a 20-minute wait, which is not bad for Kilimanjaro Safaris. I've seen it as high up as 75 minutes before, so 20 minutes is nothing. But of course, we're going to the lightning lane entrance.
Never seen them do that before. That's hilarious. Large family groups elephant. They are thought to have some medicinal value to humans.
Okay, now I'm headed to 8 Spoon Cafe to grab a quick bite to eat. I'm looking for the barbecue mac and cheese, like the pulled pork barbecue mac and cheese. It is Caleb's favorite thing to eat, and since he's at work, I figured I will just get his favorite meal and eat it. Yeah. Barbecue pulled pork mac and cheese from 8 Spoon Cafe. Like I said, this is one of Caleb's favorite things to eat. It looks like the helping got a lot bigger than what I remember. So I don't know if this is a great choice right before I go ride Expedition Everest or a horrible choice. We'll see. Whoa. Okay, while we're sitting here taking a break, let's talk about if Lightning Lane has been worth it for today. It's just been a random Tuesday at Animal Kingdom. There's no holidays coming up or anything like that, so it's not like it's super busy. Nothing new has opened recently, minus Zootopia, but it's been a while. So we got here a little after noon, and it's 3:14, and we rode Navi River Journey with a Lightning Lane, and the wait time was 35 minutes. We rode Flight of Passage, which was a single pass Lightning Lane, so we paid extra for that. But the wait time was 90 minutes, so automatically worth it. Plus, the ride is amazing, so the price you pay to skip the line is worth it. What did we do after that? Oh, and then we went straight to the Kilimanjaro Safari, which the wait time was only like 15 or 20 minutes, and I think that we could have just stood in the standby line and that would have been fine. Up next, we're going to go to Expedition Everest. And Everest has a 20-minute wait, which also isn't that bad, but the park's also going to close in 3 hours. After that, the only things that we have left to ride would be Kali River Rapids, which I'm not doing. After Kali River Rapids, we also can go watch Festival of the Lion King, which I do have a Lightning Lane for. We had one earlier, but we were getting past the point of being able to redeem it, so I had to change the time. And we also technically have another Lightning Lane that we could get, but the only other options would either be Kali River Rapids or Finding Nemo, which is another show, and those times are going to compete with Festival of the Lion King, and I would rather watch Festival of the Lion King than Finding Nemo. And Feathered Friends Flight, what is it called? We'll never know. So yeah, it's getting limited. We've got 2 shows. The Zootopia Better Zootopia, that's technically an entertainment ride, but it's a 15-minute wait. There's no there's no Lightning Lane left for that one, but it's only a 15-minute wait. So if I really wanted to experience it, I could just get in line for that. Yeah, so I'm gonna try to hurry up and finish eating so that I can hop on Expedition Everest, and then I can make my way over to the Festival of the Lion King and watch that show. I've talked about this before in our Worth It or Skip It Lightning Lane video and the in-action Lightning Lane video, but the thing about Lightning Lanes is that you kind of have to go all over the park in order to hit the Lightning Lanes that you were able to secure. I did a pretty good job this morning whenever I was able to get Navi River Journey and Flight of Passage kind of within the same time frame, so I didn't have to ping pong across the park. But since then, we went to Kilimanjaro Safari now, and that was in Africa. Now we're going over to Asia to do Everest, and then we have to go back to Africa to do the Festival of the Lion King. And then if I'm able to secure a Finding Nemo one, I have to go all the way back over here past Everest in order to get that. And then whenever I decide to do the Tree of Life ride, which is Zootopia, we're going all the way back to the front of the park. But check out this view. Also, Expedition Everest is one of my mom's favorite rides, so I'm gonna try to record it and do a POV so that she can watch it. Expedition Everest has a 25-minute wait, and we're going to bypass that with our lightning lane. Now I am speed walking over to Africa to see the Lion King show. It's about to start in like 10 minutes. Everest was fun as usual. It was only a 25-minute wait. That's really not that long. It would have been worth waiting in the standby line, but I was actually really glad to have the lightning lane because it was a walk-on. I just walked right up, sat down, rode the ride. Now we're moving on. All right, we have made it. It is the last showing of the day. Let's hop into the lightning lane. All right, and just like that, we are making our way back to the front of the park. Festival of the Lion King was very entertaining as always. It's a little after 5. The park closes in an hour, and there's officially nothing else to get on the lightning lane list. We did Navi River Journey, we did Expedition Everest, we did the safari, we did a single pass lightning lane for Avatar. We purposefully chose not to do Kali River Rapids because of how cold it is outside. Zootopia, the new ride that's in the Tree of Life, has a 15-minute wait. There's no more lightning lanes that are available, but if I wanted to go watch that, I totally could. We missed the Finding Nemo show because we prioritized Festival of the Lion King instead. If I would have gotten here a little bit earlier, I probably could have done both, but I chose to take it easy and get here leisurely. Like I said, we got here a little after noon, and we've been here for about 5 hours and did almost everything. Before I forget, while we're here, I'm also gonna get the annual pass holder magnet because they just dropped one maybe a couple of weeks ago and we haven't picked it up yet. All right, guys, it is 5:30. The park is about to close. We secured our pass holder magnet. Now let's get to the bottom of this. Is Lightning Lane worth it for Animal Kingdom in 2026? Well, I can give you my opinion on it, but the real answer is going to depend on what kind of day you want to have. If you don't want to spend any extra money, then just get to the park early enough so that you can get the rides out of the way before the park closes. If you don't mind spending a little bit of money, then just splurge on the single pass lightning lane for Avatar and then risk waiting in line for the rest of the rides. For example, today the wait times kind of shifted up and down all day long, but ultimately they were not that bad. And if I would have gotten here early in the day, I could have easily ridden everything without having to wait in too long of a line. However, if you're the kind of person who does not like to wait in lines, or if you have family members like younger kids who have a hard time waiting in line, or if you just want to make the most out of your day and you don't care to pay for convenience, then Lightning Lane it's an awesome option. For me, I like paying for convenience, so Lightning Lane works for me. I really enjoyed it, and even though the wait times weren't that long for most of the rides, I appreciated the fact that I could just walk into the Lightning Lane and essentially walk onto all of the rides. So as a recap, if you want to save money, get to the park earlier, do not pay for Lightning Lane, and just ride all of the rides through the standby queue. You are going to be waiting in line, and there's no guarantee that it's going to be an easy day like today was for me. If it's a busier time or a weekend, those standby queues are going to be longer. today, a random Tuesday at Animal Kingdom, they really weren't that bad, except for maybe Avatar, which was like 90 minutes. And Navi River Journey, which was 45 minutes. I personally think that Animal Kingdom is a half-day park day anyways, because I mean, first of all, it closes earlier than any of the other parks. So you're not gonna spend all day here like you would another park, but also half of the lands are closed right now because they just closed Dino Land. All of the dino rides are gone. And they also closed off the part of the park where they're turning it into the Encanto area. So there's a lot of things that aren't even open. Rafiki's Planet Watch and that animation place out there is also closed because they're turning that into something new. So it really limits the things that you're able to do. And even though we got here at noon and we're leaving about 5.5 hours later, we still did everything except for Kali River Rapids on purpose because it was too cold. We didn't do Zootopia, but it's a 15-minute walk on right now and I could do it if I wanted to. And then we didn't do the Gorilla Falls trek. We didn't do the Maharaja Jungle Trek. And the last thing that we weren't able to experience was the Finding Nemo show because I chose to prioritize the Festival of the Lion King instead of that one. But had I gotten here maybe an hour earlier, I could have watched the Finding Nemo show as well if they would have had lightning lanes. But that's it. Let me know in the comments, what do you think about using Lightning Lane for Animal Kingdom? And do you think that it's truly just a half-day park day? Let me know. Till next time, see ya.